Good morning, Hulksters. Good morning. Whew, didn't get any rest last night, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you, because stuff going through my head. You know, mainly one thing that's going through my head is Brendan Bradford. Probably, I was getting, I was getting to know the guy really well. I was, you know, guy, he's from New Jersey. Uh, of course, before I tell y'all, please keep his mother, Miss Bradford, in his prayer, and keep him and her in y'all prayers, because a lot of stuff I feel like that's meant to happen, but a lot of stuff can't be avoided. You know, as a football player, I know how hard it is to perform at the highest level every time you step on the field. You know, and from the knowledge I've gained, from what I've been told, from how this young man was, I feel like he definitely earned his Hall of Fame, because he is in my Hall of Fame. You know, the Brendan Bradford was a good man. You know, and I consider him as my good friend. I don't care how long I knew him. I don't care how little I knew of him, but he was my good friend too. Because I shook his hand. I got to stare in the face. I knew of him. I knew him personally. No, and it hurts me. It hurts me that he's gone now, because now we're friends, or we're teammates. You know, he was a brother. He was a comrade. And like, when the comrade falls, you mourn. You mourn. You know what I mean, you can never just put it away. When you lose a loved one, you can't just put that away. I don't care how strong, how mentally strong you are. That stays in your mind, and that motivates you for good. Of course, I'm sharing. I'm advertising. I don't care. I'm bringing to the world, justice for Brendan, because his mother needs it. I'm not going to, you can't, you're not able to send your son halfway across the United States, and then boom, he's gone. Like, that's not happening. What happened was, I'm gonna put this as sweet as short as I can, but there's nothing sweet about it. Like I always say, Coach Sims was, Coach Jeff Sims was the head coach of Garden City Community College, Kansas. He was a good coach, good person. But not everything he did was on point. Not everything he did. Not everything he did. Of course not. You know, and this is one of the things that affected me greatly, because as a man that has helped plenty of other men, you should step up to the plate and, keep your word about things, right? Well, when we had our first conditioning test, when we heard what we had to do, we were scared. I ain't gonna lie. Offense, defense, no matter who you were, no matter how leg you were, we were scared, like, because it was like, this is the first time we've been on the field working out like this under command. It was 38-50s. Big guys had 8 seconds. Linebackers had 7 seconds, and DBs, wide receivers, had 6 seconds. And offense went first, defense went second. Of course, you know what I'm saying? Brendan started that day and finished that day strong. Strong. I'm talking about strong. Faster than any D lineman out there. I was like, man, this is some competition. Man, it's some competition. But did not make it to the next day. And a lot for the life of me, when we had a meeting that next day, and he told us that Brendan Bradford passed away that night, man, I just was like, what the heck? It can't be. You know, this man was working so hard, and this is on the first day. You know what I'm saying? This man running his tail off. That man made every last one of those freaking 50s, bro. Like, and yeah, it just tear me emotionally because I've lost fellow teammates, but not one in action. This is like losing a police officer, a partner police officer, or losing a soldier, you know, on the front lines. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't like how people, after we mourned for a couple of days, people just brushed out their shoulders. No, like we didn't even have a straight story about the way this man passed away. You think I'm gonna be satisfied? No, in my head, I'm thinking about this down there every day. Like, why is this? Why is this not projected more? The NCAA don't give a. The NCAA don't care about us, man. Everybody, all they do is care about how many wins they get, how many trophies they got. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this about every coach and every player. I'm saying this because stop worrying about the win every time. This young man lost his life putting forth 1,000%, bro, and all anybody did was make up lies and try to avoid the situation. Now, I'm not saying Coach Sims, he didn't own up, you know, but he could have put his foot down and took 1,000% responsibility for it. You know, I'm not gonna put Coach Sims in the dirt. You know, it's not his fault. You know, it's not 100% his fault. You know what I'm saying? But you know, because he still is a coach I talk to. You know, and a lot of people are going to dislike him for this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not one of those people, but I do. This woman demands justice for her son. I'm my mom's only son. If she lose me, Lord knows how she will be, what she will do for the rest of, for the remainder of her life, because that's gonna scar my mother and father. Imagine what she's going through right now. So, before I go all hostile on everybody, man, Brendan, we miss you, bro. Rest in heaven. And I really am glad I got to meet such a fine young man. And it's not a dead man. That man don't cross past my mind. Because next time someone on that field, I will be stepping on that field with him. You feel me? So, but thank y'all for your time. Please, give many people to subscribe to my channel as possible. And I'm not doing this for love. I'm doing this because I love to do it. You know what I'm saying? But keep Mrs. Bradford in your prayers. Research. Matter of fact, spread this word. Everybody need to know about this, because this need to come to an end. Justice for Braeden. That's the new slang. I don't care what nobody say. That's justice. This is gonna be justice for Braeden. This is all it's about. Because next time I step on that field, man, I will.